You had to put Chris on IR, so you lose him, and you bring in Mager?
Craig Mager, yes.
What does he bring to the equation?
Well, he's a young corner. He's got some physical tools we like. He's a pretty good teams player. He was actually in the mix to start for the Chargers before having a major hamstring injury. So we'll see. That's just one more good young corner that we've added to the mix.
What kind of level did Chris play at this year before you got hurt?
Chris Harris? At a high level. I mean, he had a great year. Obviously his role changed with Aqib leaving. I mean, he was the #1 guy all year. Towards the end of the season, he matched the best receiver each week. But he had a great year. Leading and playing good football. We missed him obviously, but he's a great player. He was I think as far as a Pro Bowler, first alternate. So that speaks to what he did this year.
Coach, why isn't Demarcus Walker been able to get a jersey on Sundays?
Well, it's tough. It's just numbers. D-Walk's gotten so much better. I mean, he's kept his weight. He's about 285 right now, so he's growing in that area. It's a tough room. We've got 6 guys in that room. Only 5 guys dress. And that's 5 pretty good players. So it's pure numbers for him. He's ready to play. He's itching to play. He's in my office every week asking to play. But it's just pure numbers. That's all.
You said for weeks that Phillip wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
For him to get that Pro Bowl, what does that mean?
It's special. I mean, it's the first undrafted offensive player in this league to make a Pro Bowl. So that tells you what he's done. His first day with us, he was the 6th halfback on the depth chart. The 6th. Obviously being a rookie free agent, didn't go to the combine, wasn't drafted. So it just speaks to his work ethic and his talent, and he came in here just trying to make our football team, and that being said, he was our best gunner, for the first month of the season. He was our L5 on kickoff team. He was our return guy, so he wasn't even a lead back. Now he's in the Pro Bowl. So that speaks to his work ethic, his heart, and his talent. So it's amazing what he's accomplished in such a short time.
What role do you think Curtis Watkins had in helping him get that?
A huge role, not just Curtis, but our offensive line coaches, but Curtis especially. I mean, he's done a great job of raising all those young guys. I mean, he's got a room of 5 guys. He's got 3 rooks, and that's tough on a coach. But he's an experienced coach. He coaches them hard every day. It's never a day off with Curtis, and his knowledge obviously speaks through those guys how they play. Offensive line wise, we lost our top 3 interior guys, and that line kept performing, for Phillip. So just speaks to our whole staff. Even Billy calling plays for Phillip. Using him the right way. So it's an honor for everyone when players make the Pro Bowl. Even with Von, our pass rush. With Chubby, add him, help Von get more one-on-ones, the coverage in the back. And so when guys make these teams, it's really team awards also.
Expect Demarcus Walker to see more time over these last 2 games?
We'll see. Every game plan is different. And we're going to try to obviously play some of our young guys, Nicky, but we're trying to win games also. So we're dressing the best guys to help us win these next 2 football games.
Matt LaCosse coming on pretty well as a receiver.
Yes. I mean, he's had a really good year, and I would say his blocking's improved, Mike. I mean, he's always been a good receiver. He's long, he can run, he has great ball skills. So that part was never an issue. I mean, he's a better blocker. He's playing good on teams for Tom, so he's becoming a complete player.
How did Brandon Marshall make it through the game Saturday?
He did fine. He was a little off. He said his legs felt like they were gone. He hadn't played in a month and a half, but he finished the game. He made some plays. He did his job. So I was proud to watch him, play and finish the whole game.
What'd you think of Jeff Allen getting his first action, specifically on the defensive side?
He played well, man. I mean, he showed some natural pass rush. He played hard. He wasn't overwhelmed by the moment. He was relaxed, and he played physical. I mean, so you can see this kid's going to have a chance to be a good player in the future. He also played some teams for us, but he can rush the passer, and that was apparent on Saturday night.
Vance, when things get to this point, do you hear from upstairs, do they say to you, we want to see this guy, we want to see more of the young guys get more reps, maybe it's time to sit this guy down, anything like that?
We've had discussions about some of those things, but our first priority is to win the football game. But it's always good to see your young players play. Like to see Holland play last week that's really good for us. Even Trey Marshall got a chance to play on teams last week. So you can do both. You can play some of your young guys and still have the idea of winning a football game. So hopefully we can do both this week.
Vance, you said heading into Saturday you wanted to see Case be more aggressive.
Yeah.
Were you pleased with his performance there? You want to see more of that Monday?
Yeah, I was pleased with Case. He's a grinder, and that that front made it hard for us to run the football. You know, and that made it hard outside of that part of passing the football. But he had 2 errors with the football. The 2 picks. In the first pick, it was really a route error, so that wasn't on Case. You know, in the second one, just being smart with the ball. You know, I wasn't smart with the ball right there. But he's a grinder. You know, and he played to win.
What gives you faith the running game will get back to where it was a few weeks ago?
Well, each week's different. Obviously, you know, we've had 2 weeks of the running game being not as good as it's been. Hopefully, it gets back to where it was a month ago.
Devontae Booker, you know, I'm sure he had higher expectations coming into this year after you let CJ go. Maybe a blow to the ego, but he still, as a coach, do you appreciate? He still makes a play a game for you, it seems like.
Yeah, I do. I mean, he's been great with that part. Obviously, to be third behind 2 rookies is not what he wanted, but he's taken his role and he's accepted it. You know, he's been a great leader in the room, and you said it, every game he makes a play for us. So he knows how important he is to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy your day.
See you tomorrow.